The New Orleans City Council recently set $32 million aside for affordable housing projects.
Yeah, over the next few years, this money will help develop 14 housing developments, but advocates say people need help right now. Leah McNeil is joining us with input from one of those groups this morning. Good morning, Leah.
Good morning, Whitney. That funding is called the Affordable Workforce Housing Gap Financing Fund. It's meant to provide money to developers who have had projects in the city put on pause due to the rising cost of insurance and construction materials. Now, this is all part of a long-term plan that we really won't see come to fruition for a couple of years now. But some are saying that more help needs to be done now. Andrenicia Morris is the executive director with HousingNOLA. She says the New Orleans City Council is lacking action when it comes to addressing the affordable housing crisis in the city when it comes to a proactive stance. Morris says that things can be done now that would create a change with that 20% of vacant homes in the city that are not utilized, like supporting smaller locally owned landlords and pushing programs forward like the Healthy Homes initiatives, according to Morris. Now, that program was stalled at yesterday's council meeting. It would have created a registry program and protections for renters to establish minimum housing standards. While Morris applauds that funding for the GAP Fund, she says the delay with the housing program is unacceptable.
And before they voted to delay it, they actually gutted it. So that's something that would set standards, habitability standards for most of the people who live in New Orleans. And they decided not to do it. They decided not to do it in a meaningful and impactful way. And so we keep seeing our leaders at various levels making these they take a step forward and while simultaneously taking several steps back.
Councilwoman Leslie Harris, who has been a huge advocate for affordable housing in the city, says she supports the work the council is doing, as well as the Healthy Homes program that's being pushed forward by Council President J.P. Morrell. She says even though it was paused, this is the furthest they have ever gotten to getting it completed. Harris went on to say that celebrating the accomplishments at yesterday's meeting, highlighting the temporary ban on short-term commercial rentals that they passed. They also introduced anti-retaliation legislation that protects renters who report violation codes. Eric.
Thank you very much.